At the beginning of the show, I asked what the hell was wrong with us. I'm assuming Dale Jackson would say tattoos and piercings and I don't know, other things. I don't know if that's called. That's what started the decline of America. Everyone getting tattoos. I don't know if that's true. I think it is a spiritual vacuum. We'll talk more about that because the reaction to the death of Lindsey Graham, just the latest. When you see what people say, I just don't get it. So we'll talk about that in a moment. Right now, though, we got to get to those headlines once again. We have the Alabama Bullet Points.
Alabama Bullet Points. Today's headlines from around the Yellowhammer State.
Brought to you by Larry's Pistol and Pawn. Number 4 today, the AEA. And I guess I'll need to ask Brad Presnell about this because he's a consultant for them. But apparently the AEA, they're holding racially segregated elections and they're using race-based bylaws for governance, white and non-white. I don't think that was the dream Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about. So the Alabama Education Association, Alabama's main public school employees labor union, continues to hold racially segregated district elections, designating positions as white and non-white. Now, in its 2025-2026 election results document prepared by its legal department, its bylaws incorporate race-based policies aligned with National Education Association, including an ethnic minority guarantee for top leadership roles. This is a big deal. This is crazy. Number 3 today, there is a new Democratic poll that shows Shamari Figures is in a toss-up in the redrawn 2nd District. So a Democratic internal poll released by the DCCC shows U.S. Representative Shamari Figures in a statistical tie for Alabama's newly redrawn 2nd Congressional District, trailing Republican State Rep Rhett Marks 44 to 45%. That's among likely voters surveyed from June 22nd through the 25th. Now, the survey was conducted by Impact Research. It highlights that Marks remains largely unknown in a district Republicans redesigned after the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the state's 2023 congressional map. This change significantly reduced the district's black voting age population from 49% to under 40% and removed Figures' home base of Mobile. But Figures, according to this, they say it's a toss-up. I'm a little skeptical of that. So number 2 today, and we're going to talk more about this next because I want to get into what a Tuberville governorship is going to look like. But U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville defends building new data centers in Alabama, and I wrote about this at YellowhammerNews.com. So Tuberville, as you know, running for Alabama governor, strongly defended the construction of new data centers in the state. He did this during a speech to the Alabama Sheriff's Association. He argued that data centers are essential for economic growth, generating significant tax revenue to fund critical needs like law enforcement, jails, mental health services, schools, and other public resources. Despite several Alabama cities, including Coleman, Fort Payne, Birmingham, Leeds, and Homewood, imposing pauses or moratoriums on data center projects due to concerns over water use, noise, electricity demand, and landscaping. Now, Tuberville dismissed opposition as misguided. He stated you can forget about doing away with it because it's coming. I gotta talk more about this next. Number 1 today, U.S. Senator Katie Britt praises the appointment of Lindsey Graham's sister Darlene to finish out his term. So Britt praised the appointment of Darlene Graham Nordone, Lindsey Graham's sister, to fill the remainder of the U.S. Senate term following Graham's recent death at age 71. Now, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster named Nordone, described as someone who deeply understands her brother's values on faith, family, and the service to the state. Now, as the interim senator, making her the first woman to represent South Carolina in the Senate, Britt called the choice highly fitting, stating there is no one more fitting, and expressed readiness to welcome Nordone while continuing Graham's legacy of dedication to South Carolina and the nation. She noted that Graham would be smiling down from above as his sister is sworn in. The appointment serves until a special election determines a permanent replacement. So they're going to have to get to a lot of that pretty quickly. So it'll be for a few months. I guess in January is when the new Congress, January of next year, when the new Congress will be sworn in. This part of the program brought to you by Larry's Pistol and Pawn. If you go to the Madison location off Greenbrier Exit 3, you know where it is. You've seen the big rusty water tower. It's right next door. They have some great deals on jewelry. That's right. You might think you have to go to some fancy jewelry store at the mall or something to get something really nice. I mean, you can go there. You might get something really nice, but you're going to pay too much. Instead, save money, get something even better. See their huge selection. I mean, they have so much to choose from. And you're going to get it for a great price, great customer service as always. They treat you like family. There's a reason why they're always busy, because people are constantly going back to shop for things. Now, maybe you have some jewelry you want to pawn or sell. You can do that as well at Larry's Pistol and Pawn. So go to the Madison location, because that's the big location, 18,000 square foot facility. You walk into the store, you go to the right of the store, you see all the display cases, and that's not even everything. They have more stuff that's not even on display because they just have so much. So go to Larry's Pistol and Pawn today. The Firearm Collection Museum, by the way, is in the back of the store, so you can check that out while you're there. And there is another location in Huntsville off North Memorial Parkway. Larry's Pistol and Pawn. Go to pistolandpawn.com. When you do, let them know you heard about it from Yaffee. So, data centers, Tuberville says are coming to Alabama. One of the dirty little secrets here, too, is a lot of them are already here. You don't even know about, which makes me wonder what the panic is about if they're already here. But we'll talk about that and more next here on the Yaffee program.
The Yaffee program.
Scrolling with Haley. Join Haley Caronia as she scrolls through the biggest headlines.
If you haven't watched this show before, we do blind reactions. I have not seen these videos, so I am seeing them for the first time with all of you. We're going to implement the tinfoil hat time segments and all the stuff you know and love. And I'm going to finish the show and answer some of your questions. Someone asked me what made you get into podcasting, and I was producing podcasts for other people. And I was like, I could do this for myself, and here I am.
Scrolling with Haley. Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Jim Rome takes on sports.
I will always have a complicated relationship with this game, but people evolve. So do sports. Do not make me regret this. Do not make me devolve back to that guy that so many clones wish that I still was. And do not embarrass the entire country. Now, I can go back. I can get there fast. Lose tonight, and you got a real problem. Do not blow it.
The Jim Rome Show podcast.
You've been warned.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.